Hi guys, Frost here, welcome back to another episode of Knights Dragons. In today's episode we're going to do the Guild War recap, and this is somewhat of a bit of a different war. We all know that every war or raid is different because there's different guilds pushing, but there happened things in this war that I wasn't expecting, or actually that I was expecting, and that I actually already was like focusing on already, you know, in terms of I already knew it was going to happen. Meaning, the QMOB matter, there's two matters here. There's the Chilenos Guild matter and there's the QMOB matter. And you guys will know what I'm talking about soon. So, the Canadian Bacon Crew came in first. That's the NWO sanctioned top run. Apparently it was a fast made one. It's kind of the usual top runs, you know, they are usually fast made and not planned like 6 months before like I do, because if I want to run, I really want to make sure that I actually am going to get it. I have had the a top 10 before that almost turned top 3, but we went planning on it, and yeah, we didn't get it in the end. You know, we pushed for a top 3, but it kind of was like we were the fifth wheel, in this case the fourth wheel. It was a trike, but yeah, we in this case Chilenos Guild is the fourth wheel, I guess you can say, on a trike, because the Kingdom Hearts Forever Guild and the Supernatural 3 actually did get it. I believe Chilenos Guild just stopped pushing after a while. You know, when they saw that Supernatural 3 was just going way ham, even though they didn't have that much gems anymore. Yeah, I believe Chilenos Guild just either ran out of gems. You guys have to let me know because it's not certain, but I believe they either ran out of gems or decide to say it's not, we can't do it anymore. So yeah, then we have the NBNV Synergy Guild. It's one of the Nobel No Victory family guilds, of course. I believe they can fill their own runs by now, because they have like 10 guilds or something, and there's like 100 people in there in total. They are all certified by Lungs. I believe that the leader of that yeah, the CEO is Lungs. He likes to call himself CEO. You know, others like to call themselves president. Others, Jesus Christ, others like to call themselves leaders, presidents. He's the CEO, and as I like to call myself, just a kingpin. You know, I'm the face, I'm the kingpin. That's it. That's all Jesus fucking Christ. There's too many shit going on in my room as of now. I'm like making a little surprise for a family member for Christmas, and I barely have any room to actually record this video, yet I'm still doing it. But anyway, the regulators, 50 battles, Jesus. But they, yeah, I guess they lost 3, so that's kind of good win-loss ratio there. Even though it's kind of too many battles, because I can do that with like, I can do the same amount of points with 30, maybe even 25 wins and 0 losses. So, but that's just me. Mikkels Guild, Freedom, 35, Bunch of Jerks, Code of Honor, the Moon Ninjas, the Wizards of Oz. I believe it's Australia, that's what it stands for, maybe not. QMOB, Darklands, Absolute Betrayal, and Demonic Masters. So yeah, these guys didn't came in top 15. And I hope that these guys also weren't TFO sanctioned, because I believe Demonic Masters is still TFO, not entirely sure though. No wait, they are We Stand United. We Stand United left. Or when they We Stand United. I saw a couple of We Stand United tags in there. I don't know anymore. But QMOB was 16th the entire war. They have been focusing on just getting the wins, and as you can see, 32-0. That is something that only QMOB or Eternality or the Terrible Bones or Unity can do. Like so many wins, 0 losses, and way less how do you say that, battles than the other guilds. I mean, Darklands, almost 50 battles. Absolute Betrayal, 52 battles. Demonic Masters, 47 battles. You know, here it goes somewhat less into the 31, 34, you know. And here's 50, of course. And yeah, it's just kind of like, let me do this first. Heroes of the War, Dragon Sentinels, Earth Swords, On the Point, Spain, Boobies and Booties. If you like the way I said that, leave a like. Zombie Killers, Unicorn Prospects, and Warrior Clowns. And the ones that did not make it are the last ones. Okay, so they indeed lost this time. Terrible pun, I know. I'm sorry. We'll just cut that out. I probably won't cut that out, but anyway. Chilenos Guild was third the entire time for the first day of the Y. I was watching this entire Y, by the way, because I didn't have anything better to do with my life this past weekend, apparently. But I have been watching, and I saw that Chilena's Girl was third, and Supernatural was going to push anyway for a top 3, because I already knew that it was going to happen. I see these things way in front of everybody else. But anyway, never mind that. Chilena's Girl was third for the entire time. Supernatural and Chilenos decided to keep pushing, but Supernatural was just pushing harder. And after a while, Kingdom Hearts Forever saw that they were getting out of hand, or actually that they were getting in the danger zone again, because Supernatural was getting close to their points. And yeah, I believe that Kingdom Hearts Forever, they are the TFO sanctioned guild, I believe. They have had the time of their lives with this run, probably, because they were perhaps they were planning on top 1, perhaps not, I don't know. But to see that your ass is getting kicked by the Canadian Bacon Crew, meh. And then all of a sudden, there's 2 other guilds coming close to your top 3 run and decided to endanger it. Yeah, that's really kind of like fucked up, almost. Because, you know, if you sanction a top 3, you're just going to get top 3, you know? And if you then suddenly see 4 guilds pushing, and those other 2 guilds that were like 20 million behind the first day, and suddenly in the last day they come like 2 million behind, you know, that's just kind of, it's scary to look at, you know, to first see those guilds have like nothing, and then all of a sudden they have everything. Same goes for QMOB. They were 16 the entire while, and then they were just watching the top 15 crumble, and like they were looking at if they wanted top 15, and I believe that once they saw that they had enough gems again, they were just going for it, because they had like 24 wars. So I believe they pushed back-to-back frenzies in the last 12 hours or so. You guys have to let me know if you were in QMOB for this war, because I honestly don't know. I just judge by what I see. Eternality though, just as an ending conclusion thing, we have had so many losses. You can clearly see that, but when we go on a run, it's the other way around. We have almost to nothing in terms of losses. Almost nothing to nothing is what I actually meant, but when we're on a free-to-play, you know, it's just the other way around. We basically are just free-to-play, and you can clearly see that here. Most guys just just go for it, you know. Austin is the next gold champion. We go by the highest high commander, or the high commander that gets most point in war rate gets next event's gold champion. Yeah, everybody made the minimums. I decided to put it down to 10k instead of 15k, because apparently that was too hard for some people, and yeah, there's still some people that didn't make it, of course, but like Imo saying, Argym retired, Raptor since hours, LLS, Kirby since hours. Hype God, on the other hand, has to do somewhat better, though. Percival is in hours, Salty has to do better, Iclo has to do better, Wolf made the minimums of 10 fights, Zen made the minimums, not as main though, but yeah, I guess it's not really that bad. Ethan was sick, so yeah, it was kind of like the minimum was 10k for commanders. So meaning Alex didn't make it either, and Opka Alex didn't make it either. And I don't know what the minimums actually were for Has or High Commander in terms of fights, because we have minimums that have fights as well as how do you say that? Points, because we basically need to do that, otherwise, you know, we will compromise if we don't have a strip the entire war, you know. And I want to kind of see my members grow too, and make sure they are active enough. And most of these guys actually were fucking active this war. No gems were spent, almost no gems were harmed. Yeah, and yeah, kind of not a expensive fire water war, because it was a fire air at first, then it changed to fire water, so you're kind of like meh. And yeah, it wasn't expensive at all, you know. The usual top 1, I believe, is 80 million for fire water. That's the average, because usually they go above 100 million. And believe me, for a fire water, this was actually kind of on the side, like meh. Oh yeah, by the way, Supernatural, that the top 3 guild, the number 3 guild that you can see right there, they actually cancelled their run, or yeah, they actually canceled their run when they saw it was fire air. Then it turned fire water and they wanted to sanction their run again. And they actually got it. And you can see that it was totally worth it. So big shout out to Supernatural. Big shout out to pretty much everybody in the top 25. And big shout out to everybody. Oh yeah, there was also another guy that I had to shout out. I believe I made a video for him. I don't know whatever his name was, but he actually told me like, hey, I'm banned, and or actually he said to the community, hey, I'm banned, or blah 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 or something, and I basically misunderstood that, made a video about it, got so many likes, got so many views, got so many money from it, you know, so many cents, and then it turned out all not to be true. So I kind of made that video for absolutely jack shit, and it was, nobody really saw it, but anyway, you want a shout out to, so thank you to name I forgot. So guys, thank you so much for watching as usual. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all again next time.